to introduce my best friend, Stanley Michael Perry. Usually goes by S. Michael Perry, and most people who've met him around here think the S stands for snake. My wife actually knew him for almost a year before she knew his name was Mike. He is from a typical Missouri family. Hard-working parents, 6 kids, 4 of whom attended Tarkio College, 3 graduated from here. Came to Tarkio in the fall of 1969. In the spring of '70, he pledged Alpha Sigma Phi. Played the orchestra, was a music major. Assisted in some plays at the barn and in construction of set. Just about everybody who came to school here did that. Graduated in the spring of 1973 with a Bachelor of Arts in Music Education. He taught in 3 different Missouri public schools in the next 13 years, Mid-Buchanan, Craig, and Marionville. Students, band and vocal students, I taught teachers for a long time myself, and music teachers always amaze me when they go to small schools because they teach all the students, both vocal and instrumental. It's a crazy job. He also played professionally in some small nightclubs and attended graduate school at Southwest Missouri State University in Springfield. In 1985, he graduated with an MS in Secondary School Administration and a principal's certification. There are a lot of high school students who are real glad he didn't do that. In 1986, however, I think he probably got into the field that he was put here to do, and he became a conservation officer for the Missouri's Department of Conservation. Taught outdoor skills education. When I talk to my students a lot, something always comes up where he says, well, if you were ever stranded on a desert island or lost in the wilderness, what would you do? And I say, I want Snake with me. He taught trapping, fishing, camping, shooting, bow hunting, throws a tomahawk, ties flies, all sorts of things like that. He taught management, supervision, was with the volunteer hunter education instructors in 19 counties, taught graduate level courses at Northwest Missouri State. He was also a hunting incident investigator. Great stories about how foolish people are.
Yes.
Trained investigators for various wildlife agencies across the United States, Mexico, and Canada. Designed 2 shooting ranges in Northwest region. In 1996, he was recognized with a Meritorious Service Award for saving a life. Not surprising. In 1997, he was assigned to the field as a conservation agent and served as an agent in 2 different counties in Holton, Buchanan, in Northwest Missouri. In 2004, he was back to Hunter Ed. Like I said, he teaches fly tying, does that, ties some really nice flies. And when Microsoft finally released PowerPoint, like most of us, he taught himself the program and created a PowerPoint program that has been published so that you can learn to tie your own flies. It's harder than it looks, and it looks hard. In 2002, the National Office of Alpha Sigma Phi Fraternity asked him to serve as a Grand Chapter Advisor for a new colony being formed at Missouri Western in St. Joe. He retired in 2009 from the Department of Conservation, continues to teach fly tying classes, however. He has lots of hobbies to keep himself busy: woodworking, collecting antique woodworking tools, gardening, fly tying, fly fishing, occasionally jousting windmills, he says. We started that here, I think. He also got married, and his wife Annette is here. They have one son, Adam, and he and his brothers and sisters continue to help their mother take care of herself and her house and yard. And he also helps a lot of his neighbors. So he keeps himself real busy doing the kinds of things that that I've always known him to do. We had a real Tarkio experience while we were here. Learned all sorts of things. Linda told me, just tell the stories. You know, people want to hear. I told her the statute of limitations has not run out. I cannot tell those stories. But because of the experience we had here, the people we met here, that we continue to remain in touch with across the country, he's been here putting this old girl back together. He sort of defines sweat equity, right, Linda?
Amen. In more than one way.
In more than one way, exactly. I said if I were in need someplace, the person I would call is my buddy Snake. It's happened more than once. He knows he can call me as well. But that's the kind of relationship we developed with just about everybody we met here. And it continues to go on and on and on. I don't think I have ever met a person who has a bigger heart or is more willing to lend a helping hand to anybody. And so it is, like I said, very much my honor to present this plaque to my buddy Snake as an outstanding alumnus.
Yay, Snake.
Got it? Okay, I'll let you. Go ahead.
This is Linda approved.
It's always nice to get a chance to get back at people. I'm often asked why I come back here, and if you stick around here until dusk tonight, listen to the doves off in the distance. There'll be a dog barking someplace 2 farms away. You might hear a truck take off out of town. You know how it revs up or slows down. That time of night is why I come back here. It's something about peace. But I want to read a little thing here about the Tarkio experience. In the summer of 1969, before I became a freshman at Tarkio College, I had a chance meeting with a TC student named Jim Salem. Anybody remember him? He offered the advice, never let your studies get in the way of your college education. And I'm the result of this advice. A little example, Bill Mansfield, Spider, piano teacher, demanded that I play the music, not just the notes. Bob Gianetti taught me to read between the lines so I understand what a person is really saying. My fraternity brothers, Alpha Lambda Sigma, Alpha Sigma Phi, convinced me that a person's worth is not their monetary wealth. The fraternity believed in the belief that a good leader leads from the front, not from the rear. Some individuals, Mike Needleman, showed how to be spontaneous and positive. I learned to Disagree without being disagreeable from Stan Brower. Art Spees displayed what focus and self-discipline can achieve. Jerry Pettit demonstrated how to rationalize one's beliefs. From Doug Prince, I learned that having offbeat interests is not a bad thing. Mark Eastman, Chris Kramer, Robert Doyle, and Wayne Gelston demonstrated that giving of my time, efforts, and skills takes nothing from me as a person. Fred Bridgewater showed that patience is not weakness but strength. Dan Cox led me to develop my sense of character, integrity, and honor. I thank each and every one of you for my education. Tarkio College is much more than the faculty and buildings. It's all about the people. Thank you very much.
Hold on a minute.
We're after you, boy.
We're not done with you yet. Mike, we love you. You know that. And you're one of the reasons. Mike!
Stand up. Stand up.
You're one of the reasons we come back. You really are. You know, you make us proud, like the time we went into the sanctuary to hear you recite. We love you, brother, and we have something for you to show our appreciation. Here are your brothers. Our appreciation, Mike, you make us very proud.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys. Okay, let me find my place here. Okay, I think at this time we're going to invite Sheridan up, and she's going to give us, go over the minutes from last